happy spring, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Happy Hunting, the show for hunts and hunters on the Second Life grid. And of course, I want to acknowledge our wonderful sponsors, Prim Perfect Publications and Treat TV. And I am so eager to jump into all this spring stuff that we are going to go straight to Rosamoo Mendelson and the current hunt news. Rosamoo, show me what you got.
Oh my gosh, I've got so much. Every show I think, well, I'm just going to try and scale it down, and I think this is the largest set we've had yet. We're going to start out with a kids hunt. There aren't a lot of kids hunts, but there have been more and more. This is Skippy Doo's adventure hunt, and it starts out with quite a group of interesting gifts from Super Jail Emporium. There's these great oak trees on the side, and then a sandbox. I've put in two of the slides, and there are several other things. There's a hot air balloon and a trampoline that go with this set as well. And then we're going to go to one of my favorites from this hunt. It's from Shadow Cats. It's called Adventures of Skippy, Space Ranger. And I apologize, I don't have either children or grandchildren, so I'm not familiar with Skippy Doo, but this is just the cutest thing with the cat's reflection in the mirror. I just was charmed by that. Moving over, Gears of Fashion provided padded winter coats, both for little girls and for boys. And as well, Jade's Creations did backpacks. And on top of the backpacks are huggable kittens, one for the boys and one for the girls.
Aww.
Yeah, they're just sitting there. They're kind of cute little guys. Reza's Market and Design provided this very interesting, the book is called The Real Princess, and there are two crowns, a princess crown and a prince crown to go with the book. It is a readable book, and I believe the story is basically about the princess and the pea. I think that's what it is. And the very last item from this hunt that I'm showing is the gift from Grumble, and it's a patched bunny. He's just sitting, leaning against the corner of the sandbox, but he is a huggable item. He is an item that you carry. He's awfully cute. I have a soft spot for patched stuffed animals myself.
Oh, he is cute.
Then we're going to do, I went to the Old Europe umbrella hunt. It's a sim hunt. And you're looking, the gift for that, it's an umbrella hunt, but it's not the typical, it's a closed black umbrella. So it's a little harder to find than an open spring umbrella. But I decided just to show some of the clothes from that. There are clothes, it's primarily women's clothes, but there are things other than clothes as well in this hunt. But these just the things that appeal to me the most. The first poster is from Sweet Temptations. It's called Sandy Purple. And the next one from Cool is Spring Fun, and they're both very nice and casual, very spring. I like sort of the theme of the white pants coming out. The next poster is much more formal. It's from Assume. It's the lavender dress in green and black, and it's matched up with black and gray glam pumps from Pure Poison. Now, when I first picked these up, I thought both of these bathrobes were from the same designer, but they're not. In fact, I discovered as I was going through things. The men's bathrobe is from Hawker's House, and the ladies' bathrobe is from Gentleman Jack, of all things. And they're nice bathrobes. His bathrobe is very, very nice. I like that. The next one is from Vaxer. This is our sexy outfit for the day. It's called Anila, and it's the entire outfit for this. Ava Girl offered Charisse in red. And the last clothing item from this hunt that I wanted to show is from Guy. It's Emerald Sequin Maxi Dress is the title. But you have to see this dress in action because it sparkles. They have put in a very nice animated texture on the dress. And it's just really quite fun to watch. I'm not sure if I'd be happy watching it for 3 hours, but it was fun trying it on a lot. The next hunt is the Spring Awakening hunt, and I'm going to start with the set we're sitting on. It's from Prime. It's their Primavera table and chairs, and we get to have waffles with strawberry jam. And boy, I could have waffles any time of the day, frankly. So,
Yum, yum.
um, enjoying this little set. And Prime always has very well made items. Now behind us is from Beyond Majestic. It's their Spring Awakening Arch, and it has quite a number of pieces. The nice thing about this is, in particular, is that the pieces are separate. So while you might not have a use for the entire item, which would be very nice as a we were talking earlier, a wedding set, there are quite a nice couple of fountains and some lilies in vases that could be used in any number of places without if you don't have space for the entire thing. And this hunt, the Spring Awakening hunt, has a number of clothes with it. I picked out some of the guys, get a little more of guys' things today. We're starting out with Dead Dolls, excuse me. And I'm going to mess this up. The Cheongsam in pink, which is just a gorgeous, gorgeous Chinese-inspired dress. Magnolia Designs offer their spring formal. And then we have some shirts for the guys. From the left to the right, we have the Travis shirt from Blue Star Designs. Dead Doll's men's gift is the black shirt, and that comes also with a white shirt, matching white shirt as well. Magnolia Designs offered a dark dress shirt. It's a dark blue. And I love the name of this store. Paisley Daisy has two athletic hoodies. The one I'm showing has some words on it. They say athlete, strength, agility, and endurance. But if you don't want to walk around saying something in particular, there's also one that doesn't have any words on it to go with. Shadow Moon put together a nice match set of outfits for him and her. And the sunflower, the potted sunflower, comes with it. That's a part of the gift. And the last thing, which is just so sparkly and springy, comes from Sin Original, and it's called their Spring Awakening outfit. It comes with the flats, the ballet slippers, and everything that you see in that.
Wow, what a selection here.
Yes, and there are more and more men's things. It's not true so much of the umbrella hunt at Old Europe, but more and more of the hunts are doing a lot of doubles. The guys get something. As you will see in the next hunt I'm going to talk about, which is the medieval fantasy hunt. I'm going to start out. This is like this wonderful overhang. You have to talk about the windmill very first of all, because it sort of sets the tone for the space. It's from Sweet Revolutions, and it's a mesh piece. It's in several parts. But it has one of those resers. So all you have to do is res it up and de-res it if you want. It's quite large. I only wish that you could maybe make it a little smaller, but it's a massive, and it's beautifully done. And if you go inside, there's wonderful detail on the inside of it as well. It's not just a shell. It's really completely done all the way through. And then I'll talk about some of the things that dress up the windmill today. The first is this wonderful tree with cushions from Poems of the Mist. It has this great sort of camping fireplace, and I put in the canvas and stick tent from Libby's. It's sort of a nice little, you could sort of see yourself sleeping out there in the backyard. Velvet Whip offered a nice set of table and stools. They're ginger line table and stools. And on top of the table is a lantern from Tia. I put it out there like that, but it is actually a lantern to hold, and it has the animation for it. Behind that is an outfit, two outfits, the gifts from Ragdolls. It's Eamon Olive in olive and Mary Kaylin in brown. And again, the men and the women are getting equal treatment here. Dream Things offers the well. You can't have a medieval town without a well, I suspect. And the Elegant Goth put together this great dry food medieval market stall in the back. You can really dress that up with all sorts of things. I added the gift from Bad Cats, which is actually full perm sculpts for flower and sack. And it sits in there very nicely. You can do a lot of detailed decorating there if you wanted to. As we go around, there are a couple more things. From United InchCon is the Enchantment Desk, and there are a whole lot of very interesting things on this desk, including a rather scary-looking insect of some kind, rather large. And then Goddess Fantasies has provided 2 very detailed outfits, complete, the Moon Priestess and the Hawkmaster. The last set of outfits comes from Gem. It's the Faith Man and the Faith Girl. And in front of them is an interesting piece from Trident. It's called Panther Training Dummy. I'm not quite sure why Panther, but I'm sure somebody understands that. And to go with that, there's a bow and arrow from Tramontan RP Realm, role-playing realm. The bow is leaning against the dummy, and actually the arrow is pierced. Somebody's used it and pierced it. So most of these hunts are going to end on March 31st or April 1st, all of them actually. So if there's something here that you think you want, I suggest you get out there and do some hunting.
I would definitely second that. And folks, look at this. The medieval is always a lot of fun. It's so much more detailed. I mean, that windmill is something else. And ladies, here is a hunt or hunts where you can get an outfit so you and your male friend, partner, spouse, whoever, can be coordinated, matching. How much better can you ask? And you know, all of the other stuff, the umbrella hunt, the Skippy hunt, and the spring one, great stuff. And menswear creators. One of the things that we hear from our male viewers is there's not enough guy stuff in hunts. Well, here's a little challenge from me. Start getting in more hunts designers and get your menswear male products out there and seen. The guys will thank you forever. Wouldn't you agree, Rosamoo?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Guys like to shop more in SL than anywhere else I've ever known.
I think that's very true. Well, Rosamoo, you covered a really wide range of stuff here, and like I just about say every week, you're just killing my inventory with all these temptations, but we won't go there. But thank you. Great setup for this part of the show. And I can't wait to see what you're going to pull off for the next time.
Okay. The challenge keeps getting upped.
Yes, it does. Thanks, Rosamoo. Okay, viewers, we are going to take just a short break. And when we come back, I will be interviewing 2 wonderful hunt organizers. That is going to be Gavin Meyer and Katie Michelle. So stay with us. You're really going to want to hear about their hunt. We'll be back in just a few.
Radio Real is an internet public radio station with multiple streams on the air daily. We play an extensive variety of music for listeners with eclectic taste, from early music to Victoriana, big band and folk, plus drama and special programs. For more details, visit radioreal.org.
The best things in life are free.
Welcome back, everybody, and I am very happy to bring you this part of the show where I get to interview 2 wonderful hunt organizers. So join me in welcoming Gavin Meyer, resident, and Katie Michelle, resident, and they are going to tell us all about their hunt that's going to be starting very, very soon, the Him and Her Hunt. Thank you for having us, Gavin and Katie.
Well, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I happen to stumble upon your poster, and I went, him and her. Oh, I've got to have them on the show because, as you have heard, I'm sure many times there's not enough inclusion of the gentleman. So I'm very happy to find your hunt where you are making sure that is going to happen.
Yeah, that was our primary thing we wanted to do, is we wanted to make it friendly for everybody, because it just seems like a lot of the hunts that are out there, they're either geared specifically for the men, specifically for women, but there's not really something that would be good for everybody. That, either guys could come in and do it, or women could come in and do it, or couples, or whatever, just to try and hit a broad section of people.
Well, I certainly think you have done that, the him and her hunt. That is perfect. And I do believe the theme is anything for men and women. So we're not talking just solely clothes, are we?
No, there's a lot of other things too. As you can see from some of the signs that are around us, we do have some furniture items, and Creative Decay, they have donated an item. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but we've got some really good designers in here that are looking forward to things. And some of the items are unisex, or it kind of beyond the scope of just being clothes.
And that is a very good thing to do. Now, I also want to point out to everyone that your hunt is running from March 16th to April 14th, so folks have got plenty of time to do this hunt. About how many stops are going to be in this hunt?
Well, right now we have, we had 28, but we had one shop that kind of closed up last minute, so we've actually got 27 stops that are going to be in this hunt. So I was actually surprised. I was going to be happy with 10, and we just kind of kept getting applications in, so we kept inviting people in.
Well, I think it's really nice to have a little change of pace where you can do a smaller hunt, one that's not going to take you an entire month to do. And I think a hunt like yours is one that's going to grow in popularity, and I wouldn't be surprised when you do this one again. You're going to be contacted by a lot more merchants wanting to be included in this one.
Well, and that's kind of what we were hoping. We were expecting to, we figured that we would be starting off small. Like I said, we were only expecting maybe 10 people to get into this. So when we hit the 10 mark, we were excited. Then we hit 15, then it was 20, then it was 25. I was like, wow. But what we're planning on doing is, this one is going from March 16th to April 14th. Then we'll take a month off, and then we'll do another one in 2 months. So it'll be May, so probably May 16th to June 14th would be our next one that we're going to have.
Now, I see some rather enlarged items next to us here on the coffee table, and I take it this is the hunt object that the hunters are going to be looking for, correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's exactly it. Now I've just made them a little bit bigger here, so that way people can get an idea of what they're looking for, rather than just a flat prim. Something just to kind of show that it could be for either men or women, both. And then our vendors that are taking part, they had their opportunity. They could either have put out 2 of them, one for women, one for men, or if it's, a unisex or a furniture item, they can just put it in one.
Wonderful. Now, you have a hunt group, I believe.
Yes, we do. All people have to look for is him and her hunt, and they can join the group. It's free to join. If people get lost or they're not sure where to go, we have our Facebook page that I have not only the hunt locations with slurls to them, we also have some of the hunt hints that are actually right on our Facebook page.
Well, that is a great help for hunters. I know I certainly appreciate it when organizers do that. Now, I am curious, how do you and Katie divide up the responsibilities for the hunt and also the store?
Well, I'll let her take over from here.
Katie, you are on the hot seat.
I am more of the designer, and Gavin's more of the business person, so it equals out really good. I came up with the little hunt items and the poster, and he worked his magic and, brought everything to life.
Well, I think you two have a very excellent working partnership, and from my experience with talking with other hunt organizers, having people who can play off your strengths and your weaknesses and share equally in the responsibility can lead to a really great hunt and hunts that people will keep coming back to doing and looking forward to. So I think you two are really off on a really good path.
Thank you. I just, how it all started is I said, you know what? There is nothing for him at all. I said, I constantly see something for her, and no him. I said, let's go with this. So that's what we did. I designed the poster and showed him, and I said, what do you think?
And he very wisely said,
yes. Or did he have a choice? No, he did.
I think Gavin is a very smart gentleman.
He is.
And just out of curiosity, are you two the models in the poster for the silhouettes?
Yes. Oh, those?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
All right. I like that personal touch. That's
Thank
a little
you.
bit of personality and a little pizzazz. I think I really like that.
Thank you.
Is there anything else about yourselves that you would like to tell our viewers? I mean, do you both spend a lot of time in Photoshop or CS6?
Yes, hours and beyond hours in Photoshop. Yes. And designing. That, like I said, that's my part. I'm always creating my own textures, trying to see how I can go with stuff with the clothes and coming up with the ideas and then talking to Gavin about it.
Now, I take it that there is one thing that the two of you do not share is utter disorganization in what you do. So is that something that you would like to tell other people out there that that is not the way to go?
No, be organized. You have to be. Completely. Don't you agree, Gavin?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it can get so overwhelming at times if you don't, keep up. So, for example, when I was doing the Facebook page and stuff like that, as soon as I was getting note cards in, I was filling it out on the web page and, then trying to get the hunt prims all done, renaming landmarks and stuff to put in the hunt prims. There's just a lot that really has to be done before you even get to the point where you can start the hunt. There's just so much planning involved and just there's just a lot of stuff to do. And being on the other end of it, we've participated in other hunts. You really don't see everything that has to be done. You just see, your one little thing. Yeah, you make an item, you stick it in the box that you get, and you hide it somewhere in your store. But when you're trying to do it all, we made the pajamas and that. So in the process of doing that, trying to get people to send you their note cards back, and you're getting the applications in and everything else. And I think the one thing that really sets us off from, I say, some of the other hunts is we didn't, it seemed like some of the hunts were more geared towards established designers. And I think one thing that we've tried to do is people who wanted to be in it, who may have a little store that they're just starting out, try to get them involved, let them get involved. And, we all started out, at a certain point, and then, you gradually get better as you spend more time here, the more you design and things like that. So we wanted to give an opportunity for some of the smaller designers that may not be around quite as long, to have them get an opportunity to, come in and, and get some traffic to their stores, because I know that can be very, very frustrating.
Well, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go right ahead, Katie.
Well, for like an example, we would have people IM us and say, oh, I'm accepted. And my main thing, like what Gavin was talking about, I didn't want anybody to be rejected because, they don't have a big name or anything like that. So that was my motivation towards it, because everybody has to start somewhere,
Well, you're both so right. I came in 2006 and very quickly discovered hunts, though there weren't as many as there are now. And I was just casting back in my memory, and I do recall some people who had this tiny little shop in some little mall someplace, and now they are some of the biggest creators here in the world. So you really don't know. Somebody who's got a little place right now, you just don't know how they're going to take off, that niche they're going to find and fill, or how creative they will be. Give it a try. You may be very glad to have discovered this person just starting out.
Exactly. I completely agree with you.
Now, you mentioned that your next hunt is going to be in May. So are you planning to do hunts fairly evenly spaced out, and we can really be looking forward to this?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we would like to do. I mean, that gives us time that we can get things planned, we can get people in, get vendors, but still not at the expense of not being able to get new items out in the store, because there's so much stuff that you do, and and I'm sure most of the people will understand that when you're trying to design things and then you're trying to organize a hunt, if we try to do it any sooner than that, we just never get anything else done, because there's so much involved in organizing one of these and getting things ready for it. So,
well, I completely understand, because you do have other things that you're doing in Second Life, much less real life. So, folks, they put out some great examples of just some of the items you can look forward to finding here in the Him and Her Hunt. And again, that's going to run from March 16th to the 14th. And I really think you two are a pair that can do just about everything. Or is there something here in Second Life you'd really like to pick up or learn?
I would love to learn how to script, but I sit there and I'll look at a script. I know enough to manipulate them, but to sit and write it, I just am like, what?
Okay, it's nice to know you're not totally an SL, I can do everything person. It makes me feel a little bit better. You two are pretty incredible as it is.
Oh.
Well,
we just enjoy our SL, good friends, good family.
Well, I'm sure glad that the two of you discovered it and got together and came up with this whole business and got into hunts. And I want to thank you both for having us here today at your store, which is also going to be the start area for your hunt. Thank you. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. It's been a pleasure to have you here, and hopefully your people that are watching this, they will see some things they like and come on in and do the hunt, and then see them in 2 months.
Well, there you go, hunters. What a better invitation can you ask for? Thank you, Gavin. Thank you, Katie. And we are going to head back to the studio after a short little interlude. And of course, you will find information about the Him and Her Hunt and the Hunt News segments on our blog at happyhuntingtv.wordpress.com. Okay, we will be with you in just a moment.
Fearless Nation is providing education and raising awareness about post-traumatic stress disorder to banish stigma and inform the public. Fearless Nation PTSD support, putting virtual reality technology to work in trauma recovery. Visit this 501c3 nonprofit at www.fearless-nation.org. That's www.fearless-nation.org.
Well, viewers, here we are back again in our studio, and Rosamoo is going to tell you about all the upcoming hunts. What have you got for us, Rosamoo?
Well, because we're going to take a short break, I've tried to pick out hunts that are going to be long range. So I have about a bunch of them here. I'm going to start out with the Pink Fusion hunt. It's going to run till the 20th of April. And it's a $5 Linden dollar hunt, and it's for ladies. Sorry, guys, you're out of this one. I do have one that I want to mention that ends at the end of March, so it's one to get into quickly. It's the Temple of Tools. It's a full perm hunt, and it is no cost. This is a freebie hunt. Anybody who does building is going to want to do this hunt. I've been through it. I've picked up stuff. It's great fun. It was a good hunt, and so, you know, if you're a builder, go do that quickly. We have the Hop into Spring hunt. This is a one linden hunt. There are two. This is for both full-size abbeys, and there will also be a path for small mesh abbeys, and it will run till April 10th. The Easter Parade hat hunt is going to run till April 18th, and obviously that one is all about the hats. The next one is really going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to trying this. St. George and the Dragon is the name of the hunt. It will be a one linden hunt running until April 23rd, and it's themed to, obviously, St. George and the Dragon. One of the comments on the theme page was it red on white flag. This is the flag of St. George, so I expect we're going to see a lot of red and white coming out of this hunt. Color-wise, Green and Loving It is coming up. That will run till April 10th, and green is the theme of this hunt. So anything green, it'd be interesting to see what green inspires. The Anime Hunt 2 is going to run till April 15th, and it's about anime. It's all about anime. So if you need to have if you're needing any information about what anime is and what qualifies, you can contact the hunt organizer for that one. Just another mention about the Him and Her hunt, because that runs until April 14th. So there's a nice long run on that one. And if you're looking for hunts at any point in time, you can always check in at huntsl.wordpress.com, which has lots and lots of hunts listed at all times.
Oh boy, don't you ever. Well, you are amazing. You and Shia. Definitely. Thank you, Rosamoo. I'd say you've definitely gotten a wide range of hunts there, and lots of fun stuff and some new approaches. I think you're really going to be tempting our viewers.
I hope so. And you.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Well, viewers, that is it for this episode of Happy Hunting. I do want to remind you that we are going to be taking a short hiatus. We will be back for our next broadcast on April 19th, so be sure to mark that down on your calendars. April 19th, next episode of Happy Hunting. And, of course, everything you heard about on today's show will be on our blog at happyhuntingtv.wordpress.com. And until then, I just want to wish you a happy spring, happy Easter, and enjoy the coming warm days. And, of course, let's go hunting, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.